Hello, friends. Hello, junior scientists out there. Welcome back to the ranking of the 2600 games. Happy June. It's my birthday month, and happy birthday to me. And as a special treat to myself, I asked my friend Mike to be here.
Yeah. Happy birthday, man. It's tomorrow.
Thank you. Yeah, and I thought what better way to celebrate than ranking some more Atari 2600 games?
Heck yeah.
Something we almost never do. Uh, So last episode was very exciting. New number three. New,
Yeah, dude. Dark Chambers. Heck yeah.
yeah, that game is cool as heck. I'd like to play some more of that one of these days.
Yeah, I
Uh,
meant to, and I didn't get a chance.
yeah. Last episode was pretty good all around. We had, uh, I don't think we had anything in the bottom 10 or 20. Everything we played was pretty solid. Brain Games wasn't too hot, but
Yeah, but I
it was,
mean, that was just that's just your normal, you know, teaching people stuff.
yeah, everyone needs some education.
Definitely wasn't fucking Porky's at least.
Oh God, no. No, I'm starting to wonder if we'll ever find a game like we might have already found the bottom of the list, honestly, in Porky's.
Maybe, which is mind blowing, but very possible.
Yeah, a game will have to be very impressive to do worse than that. But we got a fresh batch of 6 games to look at, so why don't we jump right into it?
Absolutely.
Excellent. First game of the day, one that I brought, and it is an Atari game from 1981 called Video Pinball, or also possibly Arcade Pinball. I think that was its name on the Sears version of the 2600. So, this is it. You're looking at the whole game. You get one pinball table, and so to start out, to launch the ball, you press down on the joystick to move the plunger down, and when you're ready to launch it, you just hold up.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Or actually, no, you press up to adjust it, and when you're ready to launch it, you press the button. And I seem to not be getting any sound effects. I should have double checked this. My mistake. Let's see here.
oh,
Okay, there we go. I mean, what's pinball without the sound effects, really?
wow. This is a really strange version of pinball.
Yeah. So you press left on the joystick to use the left flipper. You press right on the joystick to do the right flipper, and you press up on the joystick to do both flippers at the same time, which is a little strange. Um, Speaking of a little strange, the physics in this game are very odd. Uh, so the ball sort of bounces of its own accord, like it doesn't really obey any laws of physics as we know them.
Yeah,
Um,
definitely not.
So a big part of this game, bigger than in most pinball machines or virtual pinball, is nudging the table. So to do that, you hold down the button and then you press left to nudge it left and you press right to nudge it right.
Really?
Yeah, and you can actually have a pretty significant amount of control over how the ball moves. Um,
Oh, poop.
but like real pinball machines, if you do it too much, then it'll do the tilt penalty, and
Oh, it just did the tilt penalty.
yeah, and you'll lose control of the ball until it drains, which in this game can take a pretty long time,
Yeah.
depending on where the ball is.
Yep.
But you can go extremely long periods of time without actually touching the ball with the flippers in this.
So, do you know what's there's like you can switch it to, well, obviously there's two player, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
And then there's 3. Do you know what the difference between 1 and 3 are?
So 3, it's basically the same as 1, except that the as you play pinball, you like increase the number in that passage there,
Mhm.
and as you hit the bumpers, you change the state of the pinball table basically, and you can get combos and rack up points.
Okay.
In 3, you lose all of that every time you lose the ball. So
Oh.
and 4 is just that, but for 2 players. There's also the difficulty switch, which if you set it to advanced, it makes it harder. It adds a couple holes to the table where the ball can potentially drain out. Oops, that was not the right button. Oh well.
Oh, poop.
So there we go. Yeah, difficulty A just has 2 holes down there in the bottom next to the flippers.
Yeah. Oh.
So
I think this is like the I think this is the only uh table I've ever played on where you can actually get the ball back into the thing to have to shoot it out again.
oh yeah, back into the plunger hole.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a weird thing that can happen.
Holy shit. And when it decides to go down the hole, there's like no stopping it.
Yep, not much you can do.
Jesus. I think the thing in the middle makes it flash really badly.
Yeah, probably should have done a verbal
Yeah.
flashing warning for this one. I mean, I should do that for all of them. It's just
Wow.
I don't always remember because it's every single time pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much. So is the... Oh, there it is again. Oh, there it is again. God, the flashing. So is the number that you hit in the Atari symbol, are those just multipliers, or do those, like, do something if you get them all the way up? Oh,
I I think it's just a multiplier. There might be some sort of like a lot of pinball tables have like a special that you can activate where you get an extra ball. I think if you do enough, you can get into the special mode and earn extra balls and stuff. I I haven't really done well enough to see anything like that, but it seems like something that would be there. So yeah, you mostly just watch the ball bounce around. Just watch it do its thing. Not a ton of interactivity in this one. I mean, I guess I could be nudging the ball more, but that's never a thing that I think to do in pinball. Like, I don't know. Like to me, it's kind of weird that that's an included mechanic in like virtual pinball tables.
I don't know.
Like, I kind of just want to use the flippers, you know,
Right.
because the nudging is so like non, like it's like you don't have perfect control over it, right? You just kind of have to nudge it and sort of hope that it goes where you want it to, but there's no like guarantee of it.
Right.
Whereas when you hit a ball with flippers, you know, you have pretty decent control over where the ball goes, and it feels pretty good to do that. Whereas nudging it back and forth doesn't give you quite that same level, you know, that same feeling of control that the flippers do. Although in this game, the flippers aren't necessarily that great because of the physics. So
Yeah, they don't really seem to have a... Ah, son of a...
so now all the numbers in the squares say 2 because I hit the targets enough to increase the multiplier, I guess.
Mmm.
So I think the special is collecting the Atari symbols. When the ball goes through the passage with the Atari logo, it adds a couple to the screen there. And I think if you collect enough of them, you can earn an extra ball that way.
Oh, okay. It's weird. I almost feel like I have like zero control over the ball.
Yeah, like it feels a lot more random and just kind of up to fate than a
Yeah.
typical pinball machine. Like it's more like a pachinko machine almost.
Yeah. I feel like
Like you just
I feel like I'm just hitting a ball once and then just basically watching it go.
yeah, kinda. Which I mean, it's not fun. Ah shit.
Especially when it gets going really fast, because the likelihood of me being able to hit the ball when it actually gets to my flipper when it's going fast is like next to zero.
Right. Yeah.
So it just ends up bouncing off of my flipper. Like it just did there. And just went down the fucking hole.
Like it kind of reminds me of that miniature golf game when you turn the ball physics all the way up and
Yeah.
you can just watch it bounce around the screen forever.
Yeah.
Except that in this, that's kind of what you're supposed to do.
Right.
Oh, I got the ball back in the plunger. The plunger area. You should really get bonus points for that, I think.
Agreed. Especially since it's not something that ever happens in normal pinball games.
Yeah. Or it should like give you some sort of multi-ball if that happens.
So the most points I've gotten is like 30,000 on 3 balls.
Yeah.
Which, I mean,
I'm up to 60,000 almost, which
oh
is
shit. You did
probably
get,
the best I've done.
did get like a crazy multiplier though.
Yeah. Yeah, my multiplier number is up to 4.
Oh.
And I have 2 Atari symbols, and between them is the letter X. I'm not sure what that means. Which, I mean, is accurate because I never really know what's going on for sure in a pinball game. Like,
right.
like I know that if you hit a bunch of stuff, you get more points and stuff happens. But I never know like 100%
Right.
what, if anything, I'm supposed to be doing.
Right.
So it's pretty, at least for how I play pinball, it's pretty accurate.
Well, I mean, the idea is you're supposed to like, you know, play the pinball machine enough to know like stuck. Oh nope, it unstuck itself.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I never wanted to play one pinball machine more than a couple times. Like if I'm at an arcade or something, then I want to play a little bit of a lot of games.
Right.
Like I don't want to just stay there on one machine long enough to learn all of the nuances and stuff. Okay, 101,000 points.
Damn.
That's pretty good.
Oh.
Yeah, I got a lot of bonus points that were racking up when I lost a ball. So that made my score shoot up quite a bit.
Well, I'm at 35,000, so I've already done better than before.
Nice.
Simply because I got the ×2. Oh, I got 3 of the Atari logos. What does
Oh,
that do?
nice.
Have to do it again?
I'm starting over. That was a shitty ball.
Ugh. Oh my god, no!
Aww.
56,000. Woo.
That's pretty decent.
That's not bad. And that was just with the times 2. So
Yeah.
meh. Mr. I got times 4.
Oh yeah, it was so much, personal skill that got me there.
Totally.
It was me playing pinball well.
Of course.
I kind of wonder if I shouldn't just be pressing up to just do both flippers every
That's
time.
literally what I started doing. I was just hitting up the entire time.
Yeah.
It was like, and because of how it was bouncing around, I've just been holding up, just like hoping that it runs into one of the flippers.
Oh yeah.
To change it in some way.
Yeah, that's a good strategy.
Just because I just feel like I have 0 chance of ever. Wow, that just immediately went right down the fucking hole.
Ooh, drained. Oh, just happened to me too. Shit.
Bullshit. That one didn't count. Wow, I just immediately got all 3 of the gems.
Nice.
Damn.
Yeah, I bet there's like a way to launch the ball where you get all of the gems every single time.
Seems like it.
Like if you can dial it in, just shoot the ball so that it goes right on the top of the screen every time.
Yeah.
Although it does bounce a little bit, so that might not be fully possible.
This honestly does kind of feel like it could be, especially because you have the ability to tilt the table some and control it a little bit.
Yeah.
This seems like the type of game that you could legit like actually get good at.
Yeah, I think so too. And I think if I was a kid with an Atari and I had this game, I probably would have played it a good bit.
Yeah. It's definitely, I mean, obviously it's pinball, so it's the same over and over again, but it's definitely different enough every time to where it's not terrible by any means.
Yeah. Yeah, like it's about as good of an approximation of pinball as you could hope for on the system.
Fucking oh, see it, yep, yeah, I just immediately got all 3 of them again.
Nice.
And almost got it twice in a row.
Well, that was a terrible game. I only got 17,000 points.
Like on 3 tries?
Yeah.
Oof. Oh, okay, so there's definitely no way to like, oh, okay. I'm at times 4 already. Please.
Nice.
Oh, it went through that was BS. It went through the damn... It went through the paddle.
Aw.
Like, it literally just legit went through the paddle.
Oh, well, that's not good. I mean, that's basically the one thing you never want to happen in a virtual pinball game.
Yeah.
Is just blatantly breaking the rules of reality like that.
Oh, well. I only got 28,000 that time.
Dang.
Son of a bitch. Just the ball was just destined like twice. Going through the paddle that one time didn't help.
Yeah. Oh. So I don't think you could dial in the launch to get all 3 of the gems every time, but I definitely think it's possible to get the Atari symbol every time. If you can dial in the exact distance for the plunger.
Yeah.
But yeah, getting all the gems, I think. Oh, very flashy.
Okay. I hit it. It bounced. It got one of the gems. It bounced around a bunch, and then just straight down the hole.
Oh.
Like 0 chance of hitting that one.
Yeah.
It's spectacular. But I guess that's one of those instances where you use the tilting of the table to prevent that type of thing or something.
Yeah, like I tend to use it more to like get the ball through the passages. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and I definitely don't think to use it as much to like save the ball from draining, even though that's kind of the
Oh,
intended purpose of that function, I
yeah.
guess.
I literally could have just done it right there and just sat there and watched it happen.
Yeah. Yeah, get that number up. Oh, oh, that was great. I just tilted the machine so that the ball rolled directly down the hole. Amazing strategy.
Amazing. Perfect
That's why they
strategy.
call me the pinball wizard.
Isn't that a Who song?
Yeah. Yeah, there was a rock opera about it.
Yeah. Wasn't that also like a movie or some shit?
Yeah.
For God's sake, go in the hole! And not the bad hole. Oh my god. Whoa. I don't know how I just saved that, but it did.
Nice. I feel like this game has a leg up over a lot of Atari games because a single game can potentially last a pretty long time.
Yeah.
Like it's not like a lot of the arcade port style games where, you know, you're pretty much destined to lose after X period of time. Like you can potentially keep it going for a pretty dang long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, get those Ataris. Oh.
No, you don't.
What the? Oh, that was BS. 24,000 points. Well, what do you think? Are we knowledgeable enough about pinball to put it on a list?
For sure. Oh, it just went down the hole. Yeah, we're good.
Okay.
Tired of seeing the ball go down the hole.
Yeah. Me too. Well, let's see. That's a pretty simplistic game, but I feel like we were having an amount of fun with it.
Absolutely. I think it's very much uh I would compare it to probably bowling.
Bowling, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of in the
I think
same area there.
yeah, I think it's a little better than bowling.
Yeah, yeah. But I think that's a good place to start.
Yeah, somewhere in this section.
Yeah, it's better than bowling. It's better than fast food.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's better than Pigs in Space.
Very cash in.
Yeah,
Is it better than Space Invaders?
that's tough.
It is tough.
Like Space Invaders, like it's hard to look at it objectively just because of how legendary Space Invaders is and
Right.
how much in my consciousness Space Invaders has always been.
Yeah.
Um, but I think, uh, I don't know. So I think that making a video pinball game at the time was probably pretty novel. Like, I imagine
For
that
sure.
like having a simulation of pinball at home was not something that a lot of people were expecting. Whereas Space Invaders, I feel like that was kind of a no-brainer, right? Like
Yeah.
that that is like that feels like it was made for the 2600, like with how simple the mechanics are and everything.
I mean,
And
I also, I'm sorry to interrupt you. Go ahead.
oh no, go.
I was just gonna say, I also think like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, the the execution of moving a pinball, like a physical arcade game like pinball, to a to the Atari is is better than they're even them moving Space Invaders to the Atari. Because like we mentioned before with Space Invaders, you literally play 3 rounds and then you're basically just playing like the boring part of Space Invaders.
Right.
Because
Like
you don't have the stuff in the way anymore, you don't have the things to hide behind anymore. Like everything just feels squished and like not super great.
yeah, and it's learnable. Like
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
is, it is such the same thing over and over again that you can get into a pattern and basically play forever.
Right. There is a way to basically beat Space Invaders to where you can't lose. It's like there's a pattern to just beating the game over and over and over and over and over again.
Yeah, and I
Where
basically did that when we played because I flipped the scoreboard.
right.
So,
And
you know,
this pinball, I mean, like we said, you feel like you don't have a whole lot of control, but at the same time, like there's that chaos to it that just makes it more interesting because it's like, like you said, you could have a ball that lasts fucking 10 minutes because it just goes, you know, and
right.
you're constantly able to stop it from, going down the hole when it does try to do that and stuff. So it's like it's one of those games that it just has uh it's just a better execution, I think, in general.
Yeah, like it's a good combination of control and randomness
Yeah.
where you feel like you can exert enough control to tilt the randomness in your favor, and I think that feels pretty good.
And I mean, I will say this, like the way that they implemented the tilting thing is actually kind of interesting. I mean, it's not like actual arcade pinball at all.
Yeah,
Whereas, in that you're basically tilting it to like basically cheat.
right.
And in this it actually gives you more control over the ball, like to a point of like being able to like if there are points where the ball just kind of like starts to bounce up and down and you can just be like, no, don't do that, like go that way, and so that you can just keep it going in a direction and stuff. It's really interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. It makes a lot of sense for a video game pinball game.
Yeah.
Like it's not realistic, but it doesn't really need to be.
No.
Uh it's the right it's the right way to design that game for this system, I think. And for that reason, I would probably take it over like a squeeze box.
Yeah, yeah, I think it definitely deserves to be ahead of those like just kind of run of the mill arcade shooter things, for
Yeah.
sure.
Uh better than air raiders.
Yeah.
That might be where I stop though.
Yeah, I don't think it's not better than Kroll. It's not better than Kool-Aid Man. It's not better than Home. I don't think it's better than that baseball game.
Yeah. Yeah, Crawl is flawed, but it's ambitious. It
Yeah.
has a couple problems with a couple of the modes, but it does have multiple modes and it just has a lot going on.
Yeah.
Um
Yeah.
so yeah, I'm thinking new number 42.
That sounds good.
Excellent.
I think that's pretty good.
Video pinball. So our new number 42. Excellent. Ready
Yeah.
to move on?
Heck yeah. That's a good game.
All right. Yeah, I'll play some more of that.
All right. Uh, my first game is that. Yes. All right. So we are going to play a game that apparently was only released as a PAL version of the game.
Ah,
Oh my god, I forgot it's so loud. Oh, let me turn that down some. Oh my god. Okay.
so this game is called Seahawk.
It's called Seahawk. Sorry, I just got blown away by how loud it was.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to turn it down just a bit for my own benefit here.
Yep. So it's called Seahawk. It's by Sancho. It has some weird controls in that. So you only have one. Obviously, you only have one button, right?
Right.
And your objective is to blow up all of the black things.
Helicopters?
Well, there are helicopters and then there are boats
Oh, I
as
see.
well. And to dodge getting hit by them. Ah, poop. So the controls are weird. While you're moving back and forward and holding the fire button, you shoot, what is that? Horizontally. And, no, diagonally. That is diagonally, right?
Well, if you're holding the button, you shoot straight ahead of you.
Well, right. And then if you're, I guess if you just tap the button? Oh yeah, you're right. It is just tap the button. I don't know, the controls were really weird. It made it seem like you needed to, but it's one of those games where, oh, son of a bitch, I got shot. Oh, that was mean. It spawned directly into the helicopter shooting me.
Oh, that's bogus.
Oh, I wonder. Oh, no.
So it looks like if you get shot, then you can save yourself because you fall out of your plane and you have a parachute. And it looks like if you land on one of your own ships, on one of the red ships, you don't lose a life.
Yeah, that's kind of interesting.
That's pretty rad.
Oh, I just blew up my own ship, though. Oops.
Yeah, I've done that a couple times.
Alright,
What?
I need to
Bomb this
actually...
helicopter.
I need to actually look at the manual for a second.
Okay.
That's what I forgot to do. I forgot to bring up the manuals.
Ah.
Fuck. Press the...
God, even the ships are hard to hit, and they're standing still. Ah,
Okay.
fudge.
Alright, so... You fire a... Oh, son of a bitch. You fire... just blew up my own shit again. You fire the downward... You fire downward if you're not hitting a direction, and you hit the fire button. If you're hitting a direction and the fire button, you shoot forward. which could make it kind of difficult to hit the helicopter guys, because they're constantly trying to shoot you.
Yes.
Oh,
And so are the black ships.
oh no. Man.
Oh my god. That ship just shot me from like a mile away.
Yeah.
That's bogus.
Oh, son of a. Come on, land. Oh, why is my ship not that? My ship was there, but now it's not. Bullshit.
The enemy must have captured it. Yeah, some of the ships have like a little blinking like light on them or something. And I think that means like maybe you can capture them if you land on them. I think like I feel like I did that at one point. But maybe not.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Oh yeah, like I feel like I shot the helicopter while that black ship was on the screen and I think it turned red. So like you can capture the enemy ships. You can also blow up your own ships like I just did.
You told the parachute to let it fall on the ship on your side, then you're dead by falling an enemy ship or into the ocean, and the plane will show up automatically. It doesn't say anything about capturing the other ships.
Oh. Oh, maybe I'm just using my imagination a little bit.
Yeah, but apparently this was a mainly German game.
Oh, interesting.
As that is the instructions are also in German.
Ah. Yeah, I just blew up a helicopter and I didn't capture anything. You start out with 8 lives. That's pretty generous.
You do, you do.
Man, the physics on the enemy shots are really weird.
Yeah.
Because, like, how fast they go depends on which direction the screen is scrolling.
Yep. Ugh. Oh my gosh.
Ah, fudge.
Oh, what? I was laying the bombs.
Also, having to basically go at high speed in order to shoot straight feels really bad. Like,
It really does not feel great.
yeah, I wish they had figured out something else. Like I kind of wish it was like tap the button to shoot or hold the button to drop a bomb instead.
Come on, my ship, my ship. No. No.
Aw,
Oh,
man.
that's such BS. I immediately got shot down again.
Aw. And like you can change the trajectory of your own bombs by like flying left and right, which really doesn't feel like that's supposed to be possible.
Yeah, that's not great either.
Really? Butthole. Also, sometimes I get like stuck. Like I press the button repeatedly and it just doesn't shoot.
Yeah.
Like I have to move before it starts shooting again. That's weird. Alright, I'm gonna just look up the manual for this real quick, because I'm curious about something. Let's see here.
Oh, you take 10,000 points to go to the next phase. And then
geez.
30,000 to go to phase 3.
Oh god, I was not even close. So every time you hit 20 helicopters, you get an extra life. The torpedoes have 3 different sizes. Use the selector switch on the machine to choose the size you prefer.
Yeah,
this is a really...
they're smaller.
Oh, so the default is the biggest they get.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a very bare bones instruction manual.
Yeah, it's not great.
Also, it seems like the cartridge didn't have a label on it, or maybe that's just what they have in the Atari Mania system.
Oh my goodness.
Alright, well, my curiosity is satisfied. Not really, but that's all the information I'll get. Maybe when it turns red like that, that just means the ship is about to shoot. Like it's just like a warning.
Well, I don't know, because your ships will also do that.
Oh, will they?
Yeah, I think it's just a blinking. It's just an issue of the Atari. Oh my god, you can.
Ah, fudge. Well, at least my ship is right here, so I can save myself. Like that's a really unique mechanic. Like I have to give it to him.
That is a unique mechanic. Son of a.
But I feel like there aren't enough ships on your side that it's really useful a lot of the time.
Agreed.
Or maybe that's just a me problem because I keep blowing up my ships by mistake. Like, I could have sworn that was a red ship a second ago, and now it's a black ship.
Yeah,
what the hell?
I've noticed that as well.
Like, very curious why that happens. Like, I feel like there are more mechanics in this game that aren't explained by the manual. Shoot! I'm pressing the damn button. Come on. Shoot. It's like if you're at the very top of the screen, sometimes it just won't shoot.
I've resorted to being at the very bottom of the screen.
Oh, really?
Yep. And sometimes it sucks because you'll blow up my own ship. Cool. So.
10,000 points to get to the next phase.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I haven't even gotten 3,000 points yet.
I'm close to 10,000.
Damn. Oh, well, come on.
Oh, I'm at exactly 10,000 now. Oh, but I
Nice.
died. But I ran out of lives.
That sucks. Oh.
So I've gotten to the habit of just completely avoiding dealing with the helicopters.
Really?
Yep, I just stay on the bottom, I shoot forward, I let go of the button so that I can bomb the fucking ships as I get close to them. And I just completely avoid dealing with the helicopters.
Oh, I mean, when I'm at the very bottom of the screen, the helicopters come down and fuck me up.
They try to, but I just push forward and they usually go away.
Oh. I don't know. Like, I feel like I want to at least have a chance to save myself if I get shot.
Yeah?
Even if it doesn't happen a whole lot. Like, it's nice to... It's nice that it's a possibility.
Oh, okay, that one just kamikazed into me like a dick.
Dang.
Oh, now there are 2 helicopters.
Oh, so you made it to the next phase?
Yep.
Nice. I mean, it sucks that it's just another helicopter, but like at least it's progress. Man, that ship shot at me after I blew it up.
Yeah, they'll do that. Oh,
What the
what?
hell?
Oh, BS. On my ship. Nope.
And now the enemy ship just turned into one of my ships for some reason.
Right? Just being kamikaze assholes now.
I really hate the sound of the bomb as well.
Yeah, it's not great.
It makes me not want to use it just because of how annoying and repetitive it is. Oh, 5,000 points. Oh, fuck you, ship.
Oh, you suck. Oh, you suck. No. I'm so close. No. Got 26,000.
Damn.
That was literally me just flying on the bottom of the screen the entire time.
Oh, well. I guess if it works, it works.
Yeah. Definitely worked in that instance. This game is not great.
No. Like, it's a game with ideas, and I appreciate it, but the
Yeah.
execution is not very good,
Yeah. I'm
which
ready
is a
to
real bummer.
rank this not great game.
Yeah, sounds good to me. Let me just pull my list back up here. Like, I feel like there are, like, there's more to that game than is in the manual, but
Yeah, yeah.
the manual is just like a sheet of paper, and I don't know.
Pretty annoying.
Yeah. Well, I think it has to be worse than Megaforce because it's
Agreed.
similar in a lot of ways, but it just plays so much worse.
Definitely.
And Megaforce, it has problems, but it also has ideas and it executes them much better.
Hmm.
It's worse than fast food. Like that's a game that's simple. It doesn't really have ideas, but you have full control over those horrible lips.
True. It's horrible lips. Yeah.
Yeah. You'd be better off with that shitty port of Pac-Man, I think.
Oh yeah, dude. That Pac-Man game is way more enjoyable than this.
Yeah. Hmm.
Um, I think it gets. I would say that this game is better than Sky Skipper.
Yeah. I think I agree. In Skyscraper, it's just so frustrating to just fly around because you're constantly running into shit.
Mm-hmm.
And in Seahawk, you at least, you know, you're not constantly being shot down.
Right. And no, I figured out how to cheese it, but otherwise, it's pretty annoying having to try and shoot those fucking helicopters all the time.
Yeah, it is. I think I think it's better than that shitty Port of Puyon. Um,
Yeah.
and I take it over Commando Ray, but I don't think it's as good as basketball.
Okay. I'm good with that. I was debating, those three basically of it being somewhere in there. But yeah.
Yeah, just Commander Raid is just so uh like one note.
Mm,
Like
agreed.
at,
Yeah.
at least this game has 1.5 notes.
True. I mean, yeah, at least it has the thing of like getting shot down and being able to land on your own thing and save and not losing a life. Like that's kind
Yeah,
of neat. That's a cool idea. It's
it
just
is. I
unfortunately
wish it
the
was.
controls of this game are fucking horrendous.
Yeah, I wish it was in a better game. I
Yeah,
would, but I mean that alone is enough to put it above Commando Raid for me personally. But
definitely. I agree.
you'd be better off with basketball.
Yep, it's definitely no one-on-one basketball.
Indeed. Well, I would like to take a quick break before we move on to the next game.
For sure.
So hit the pause button. And we're back. Next game on the list is one that I selected. It was recommended to us by Aki Steven, but I'm sure that this is a game a lot of people have been waiting for. Um,
Mm-hmm.
one of the games that people consider an all-time classic for the system, and I'm very interested to see if the science bears that out. But we'll be playing an Activision game called River Raid.
River Raid. Hmm.
Have you played much of this game?
I played. So what's funny is I've played very, very small amounts of this
Yeah. I'd say that that's about how much experience I have with it.
game, and I know it's one of those games that everybody's like, it's amazing and everything. Apparently, River Raid 2 is even better, and like,
Yeah, that's a game I haven't played at all.
yeah, and River Raid 2 is apparently like stupid rare as well.
Oh, weird.
It's one of the like crazy rare games.
Yeah, I can see how that would be like probably a later game for the system, one that not as many people would have bought.
Yeah.
Um, this one came out in '82, and I think a lot of people had this one, and it's probably why it's so fondly remembered. Just it was in that perfect sweet
Mm.
spot to be part of the Atari 2600 zeitgeist.
Mm-hmm.
It was before the big crash, but it was late enough that enough people had a 2600s. I hit the bank. Uh, um, so so yeah, you're this plane and you are flying down the river. You can press up to speed up. You can press down to slow down. You get fuel by flying over these fuel depots, and you can also shoot them to get points.
Do you get
One
points
strategy,
for shooting them?
yeah, one strategy I've heard people say is to shoot them just as you're done flying over them, so
Uh,
you get both fuel and points for them.
I,
Um,
I I literally did that by accident.
oh yeah, but of course, with games like this, I'm less concerned with a high score, more seeing how far I can get. Uh,
Oh, poopy. Oh, poopy. That's a real kick in the shitter
oh,
spawn point there. Oh, Jesus, how are you supposed to... Oh my god, how did I make that? Ooh.
so this game is pretty similar to the last one in terms of theme.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
You're a plane blowing up ships and helicopters over the water, and it's just a real like night and day, stark, like shocking. Like
Ah,
it's shocking how much better this game is than Seahawk was.
oh, 1000%. It's insane how much better this game is than what we just played.
Yeah,
I mean, for one thing, it does the thing that you want all Atari games to do, which is when you shoot, you can control where you're shooting a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Um.
Yeah, I think there's a difficulty selector where you can disable that, but
Oh,
why would
really?
you ever want to?
Oh
Yeah.
shit! Fucking ran to the goddamn. And you know, it's got this strategy of like, you know, if you care about points, you know, there's like, you know, the strategy of the fuel stuff, and there's like just the strategy in general of like, you know, you can just touch it a little bit and just like get a little bit of fuel. You can like make sure you're like all the way on it completely to get a lot of it. Like go slow and like it'll get more fuel. If you go fast, you'll get less.
Yeah. Like, I really appreciate just how much this game lets you slow down.
Oh my
Like,
god.
you can slow yourself to a crawl and just play super carefully,
Yeah.
which, you know, in some ways, that's less fun because it's fun to go fast, but it also makes you feel like you have more of a say in what's happening. Oh man,
Keep hitting the
I
side of
have
the
a real
damn.
I have a real tough time getting past the part where there's a ship directly in front of the bridge, and you kind of have to
Oh.
finagle your way inside there.
Did you get to the part where it's like it like all of a sudden goes from an open, like the open water to like you having to go really far to the right or left?
Yeah,
Yeah, that
yeah,
stuff.
I think
That stuff is. God.
that's the part I keep messing up.
Stop hitting the walls, you moron! Fuck! Oh my god. This is one of those games that I wish there was like, oh my god, there was like weapons you could pick up that like made your shots different. Like
Yeah,
that would be like the ultimate like evolution of this game, I think.
yeah, it would be nice. Yeah, this is a game that would benefit a lot from like a double shot or a three-way shot or something.
Mm-hmm. God, a three-way shot would be incredible.
Yeah. Oh, maybe in River Raid 2.
Oh, maybe.
I legit have no idea what that game looks like.
Yeah, I don't either.
Alright, I made it past the part that kept messing me up. So that's good. Oh, now there are jet planes I have to deal with.
Oh,
That sucks.
stupid.
This game runs just absolutely beautifully. No slowdown, except
Yeah.
when you slow yourself down.
Yeah,
No
yeah.
flicker, no weird graphical things.
Fucking side of the wall.
I wish the momentum for moving left and right felt a little bit better.
Yeah, that's the. Ooh, okay. I see what part you were talking about. I just got to that part.
Yeah.
It somehow finagled my way in there.
Nice. Well done.
Oh, I chose poorly. Ugh.
I don't really understand why you blow up when you touch the sides.
I don't
Because,
either.
like, you're in a plane.
I think
You're flying
shit.
above stuff.
I think the idea is that you're in like a channel,
Oh.
and like so the sides are like you have to think you're in like So I think you're in like the Grand Canyon type of thing. I think that's the
Oh,
idea.
okay. But like in the middle part, there are buildings and stuff. So
Yeah,
like, why
I don't
can't I
know.
just like fly over them? I don't know. I guess this is just a special low flying plane. Ooh, very narrow part here. That's exciting.
Oh
Oh
yeah,
god. Oh,
yeah.
the jet crashed into me.
Yep.
All right. Okay. Yep. I hit 10,000, got an extra life. Oh, and I immediately lost it.
Aw.
All right. I need to.
Oh, come on, ship, you fucking prick!
God, the helicopters have a way of standing still until the worst possible moment.
Yeah, they do.
And see, that's where you need one of those three-way shots. Ah.
Oh, yes, I didn't shoot the fucking fuel. I wanted the fuel. God damn it, I just did it again. Ugh. Okay.
Alright, let me see if there's anything special about this game.
Anything special about this game?
Like, as far as difficulty goes and stuff.
I know what you meant.
Yeah.
I just thought it was funny.
Yeah, River Raid, there's nothing special about that
Yeah,
shit.
fuck this game. This game's garbage.
So yeah, difficulty B gives you the steerable shots. Difficulty A, they just shoot straight ahead every time.
Ah, okay.
Get an extra life every 10,000 points. So yeah, you actually get more points for shooting fuel than you do a helicopter or a ship.
Yeah.
Like the ship is worth 30 points, the fuel is worth 80. So
Yep.
it actually incentivizes you to shoot that stuff.
Which is crazy.
To learn, yeah. To learn to fly successful missions, you'll need the sensitivity, touch, and sharpshooting skills of a precision jet pilot, but that takes time and practice. At first, try jetting down the river at slow speed.
Fuck!
Right.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Ah! I was doing so well, and now I'm just fucking it up.
Yeah. Oh, the cover for the manual looks cool. It's like a war document, like a war plan.
Yeah.
With like a map with targets and stuff on it. That's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I don't believe there are like different modes to this game other than the difficulty switch. All right. Oh, let's get back to it.
Oh, you don't helicopter, dirty Sanchez.
Oh my.
Oh, come on! It's almost at 10,000. 97, 80.
Oh, so close. It's pretty rad how it seems to generate a basically infinite amount of a river for you to fly down,
Yeah, yeah.
and it changes it up quite a bit.
I wonder if it has any in the manual. Does it say like have like a story or anything?
Not really.
Nope, it just says your mission is to score as many points as possible.
For America.
It was made by Carol Shaw. The river of no return is what you're going down.
Oh, well, I wouldn't have volunteered for the mission if I knew that.
Yeah.
I thought it would be the river of at least some return. Uh, what? That plane, I did not have a chance to react to that jet. That was bullshit.
So apparently, if you get more than 15,000 points, you get a letter from
Oh,
the
yeah.
consumer relations man.
Wow. My greatest dream fulfilled. Do you get a patch for this one?
You get an enclosed heat seal instruction. Oh yeah, yep, you do a patch.
Nice. I play more modern video games if companies still offered a patch for finishing them or doing
Yeah,
well.
really neat.
Like it's so much better than just seeing an achievement pop up.
Yep.
Like having a patch I can sew onto my backpack. That would be rad. A
This was.
physical memento of my skill.
Oh yeah, yeah. They have like a. I guess I think that's the patch. Oh, dude, they even had like a thing where you could make like a paper airplane out of like it's not paper though, a thick kind of cardboardish thing. You can make like an airplane that looks like the airplane from River Raid.
Oh, that's funny. Was that included with the game?
I don't think.
That's probably the special edition that you got if you pre-ordered it.
No, you had to order it from them.
Oh, okay.
You had to order.
Well,
Still.
I'm at 13,600 points. I'm
Oh,
almost in patch territory.
oh shit.
Ah, crap. 14,000. See if I can get there. I'm going to write a letter to Activision demanding my patch. Oh no, I crashed. Oh, so close. 14,790.
Oh, you didn't do it.
Oh, my hubris.
No patch for you.
No patch. And this is the last time I'll ever play River Raid, so. It's a
Oh
nice
well.
dream I had once. Yeah, if you want to get that patch, doing the shooting the fuel while collecting its strategies is required for that, pretty much.
Yeah. Well, apparently the bridges are worth the most points.
Yeah, the bridges are kind of like, they couldn't really put boss battles,
Yeah.
so the bridges are like sort of the big demarcation between zones, sort of. Almost like the laser gates in laser gates.
Yeah.
Or no, not like the chip in laser gates.
Yeah. Oh, I may have fucked up shooting that fuel. Think we're okay though.
I like that the fuel actually says fuel on it instead of just having like the letter F or something.
Yeah. That is neat.
A nice little touch. This game has a lot of nice little touches.
It's a really polished game. You can see
Yeah.
why people thought that Activision was like the shit when it came to like game polish.
Yeah. Yeah, this game definitely shows off what they were good at. Like the fact that your sprite
Oh,
changes ever so slightly when you move left or right. Like the plane actually rolls a little bit. Like
yeah,
that's something that
that's
most games
super
wouldn't bother with.
super cool.
The fact that your engine noise gets louder when you speed up.
Yep. Just the little things like that that really make a difference.
Oh, I should have gone the other way. Oh, I'm boned. Oh, I'm actually getting the low fuel noise now.
Oh shit.
First time that's happened.
Yeah,
Give me
I
some
did.
fuel.
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh
I
no,
ran
I
out.
got it kamikaze.
Dang. No. Oh, my first life went so well. Now everything's going to hell.
Handbasket.
Yes.
Well, alright. Get that.
Right. Don't shoot this fuel. I need it.
Get that one. Okay.
Alright, go this way. Grab the fuel. Good job.
No, no! Okay. Whew. Oh no! I shot both the fuels! Thank God there's more.
Yellow plane has shot the fuel.
No! I shot another one! Hey, 17,000.
Nice. Oh, you are firmly in Patch Club territory.
Where's my motherfucking patch?
I'm up to
Oh,
12,000.
no! Crashed the damn wall. Oh, and then I just immediately crashed in the wall again like a dummy. 17,600.
Nice. Well done.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah. I'm going to just finish this game and see if I can cross that 15,000 threshold.
Sure.
I still have an extra life, so I think my odds are pretty good. I just got to not get cocky, not get sloppy.
I can show off the patch.
Yes. Wow, they already sent it to you? That was fast.
I know, right?
Super service. Hey, 15,000. I'm in the patch club.
Voice. Job.
In hindsight, they might have made it a little bit too easy to get a patch.
I think so. I think so.
Because if we can get one just messing around on a stream like this, I'm sure a lot of kids were able to do that. But then again, I mean, maybe it was worth it to them just for like getting feedback basically on how difficult their game is. Like by offering the patch, they can get an idea of like, okay, yeah, this game is as balanced. It's, the balance is what we thought it was. So maybe that data was worth it to them.
Yeah, maybe. So yeah, there's the patch. I assume.
17,000.
I assume that's what
You
it
assume.
is. I assume. I mean,
I mean-
that's a picture and has Activision says River Raiders on it, so I assume that's what the patch is.
Yeah, that's probably the patch. Oh, 18,540.
Then I had mentioned mobile you could get, and that's that. Looks pretty neat. I would have played with that as a kid for sure.
What is it?
It's like it's a they call it a mobile, but it's like it's a airplane that you put together that's 3D.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
Here, I'll link it to you.
Oh, the patch does say River Raiders on it.
It does.
Oh, it's like you're in the River Raiders battalion.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a heat seal patch.
Yeah.
All right, how much does it cost to get one of these on eBay? 74.80.
Shoo.
That's a little more than I'm willing to pay.
Goodness.
But that would be a really cool. I mean, it's a cool looking patch.
It is a very cool looking patch.
Like if I had infinite money, I would get one of these.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, we are talking about pretty sure River Raid by itself is a pretty expensive.
Is it?
Oh well, I take that back. It's like a 15.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm wrong. River Raid.
Yeah, I mean this is a game that Hmm?
I was gonna say, like, apparently River Raid 2 isn't as rare as I thought it was because it's only like, I mean, it's like $50, but not
Oh.
terrible for an Atari game.
Yeah, and you can get the original River Raid for like $10,
Yeah,
10 to $15, including shipping. So, that's River Raid.
indeed, that is River Raid.
Where the hell
Let's,
on the list does River Raid go?
yeah. Well, uh, you get the list up
Well, it's
here.
definitely better than Seahawk.
Yeah, yeah. I would say
Yeah.
it's better than Polaris.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
So it's better than Stargate.
Yeah, like it's kind of similar to Stargate in some ways.
Yeah.
But this game just looks and plays so much better.
Hmm.
Um, it's better than Cosmic Arc.
It's better than Cosmic Arc, as cool as that game is.
But yeah, the game has a neat premise, but yeah, I'd rather play River Raid than Mario Brothers.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just to compare it to another Activision game, I take it over Keystone Capers, I think.
Agreed. I think it's better than Fantastic Voyage.
Yeah, again, similar games in a lot of ways, but River Raid is better.
Well, I tell you a game
I
that
think.
it reminds me of, and it's like an entirely different genre of game, but Bump and Jump.
Oh yeah,
Like it has the same just like fucking crisp as shit controls as Bump and Jump.
yeah. I mean, I think it's a little. The controls are a little worse because of the
Really?
momentum in. Yeah, because
Oh.
when you're not moving left and right, you want to move left and right. There's just a little bit more momentum there than I would like. And in
Hmm.
bump and jump, it just feels like you have better control overall. Like I don't hit the sides of like the sides and the embankments in bump and jump nearly as much as I do in River Raid.
Uh,
Uh, just
true.
because I do feel like there's a lot more control there.
Hmm. Okay.
Um, but I do think it's like in my heart, I think I like Gyrus better, even though this port is kind of janky. But scientifically speaking, I know that River Raid is a better game. Um, and it's better than Reactor. It's better than Missile
Missile
Command.
Command. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. How do you feel about River Raid versus Bump and Jump?
Wow. I must like this game a lot, but a lot more than you because I think it's easily better than Bump and Jump.
Hmm. I mean,
But I mean, I may also be letting some of the uh what is it, the some of its what's the word
like
I'm
its status.
yeah, some of its like its status preceding it to affect my judgment.
Yeah.
Let me
I mean,
think.
it definitely it looks and sounds better than Bump and Jump, and uh, like it's a more polished game for sure.
I mean, they're like, to be different genres, they're very much similar games though. Like,
Yeah, like you're kind of going down a path, and You have to stay on the part of the path that doesn't make you blow up.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the bumping and the jumping, for lack of a better description, like I feel like it feels better to me than the moving left and right and the shooting. Like even though you do have control over the shots, like I don't feel like it's as much in my control as the way I'm maneuvering my car and the way I'm sort of ricocheting off of enemies and using that momentum to bump into other enemies and stuff.
Yeah.
Hmm. But scientifically speaking, I think just the amount of polish that River Raid has, it does probably make it better than Bump and Jump.
Like
Because
don't get me wrong. Bump and Jump is probably like if this was my personal list, Bump and Jump would probably be like top 5 for me. Like I had a fucking blast playing that game.
yeah, dang.
Like it and Bank Heist are probably 2 of my top 5 games so far. Like
Yeah,
those games are just so fucking fun to play.
yeah, from a pure action perspective, I think that you're right.
Yeah.
And I agree, Bump and Jump and Bank Heist. Like those are the action games that I could play for a very long time.
Yeah.
Um
And I thinking I do agree with you that there are times where because of the like speed up slowdown I definitely felt like I had less control than I thought I did, especially going left and right.
yeah,
uh I definitely get what you mean there, thinking about it. um I definitely found myself
yeah.
going slower because of that, and because
Yeah,
of that it was better. But yeah, I do agree that there's a slight bit of like loss of control there
yeah.
that I
On the
definitely
other
didn't
hand,
feel.
like Bump and Jump sort of suffers from the same problem that this version of Venture does, where the enemies are sort of just moving around randomly. Like it doesn't really
Yeah.
feel like they're out to get you or anything. And
Yeah.
in River Raid, like you get that feeling of like, oh, the helicopter is just sitting there. Is it going to come for me or not? And you sort of
Right.
have to adjust your strategy on the fly. Like, should I speed up here or should I try to slow down and see if I can shoot it? Should I speed up and go past it?
Right. Right.
And with Bump and Jump, it's really more about just memorizing the layout of the road, kind of, and
I
you
mean,
just kind of
I
try to
will
take
I
out as
will
many cars on the way.
I will say that that's very much what happens with River Raid as well. Like it's not random in the fact of like what enemies move, what enemies don't, and things like that. It's all pre-programmed.
Right. But I
Uh,
feel like it's pre-programmed in a way that makes the enemies feel more like enemies and not just
mm,
obstacles, you know?
yeah, true.
So, yeah, I think in the grand scheme of things, like I do have issues with the controls, but the entire package, River Raid, is better than Bump and Jump. And I
Yeah,
think it's better than Firefighter and Entombed as well.
yeah.
I don't think it goes above Bank Heist, personally.
I'm good with
I
that.
th-
I'm good with putting it at 12. Sure.
yeah, because yeah, it's better than Crossbow,
Yeah.
but just as a pure action game, I think Bank Heist beats it.
Yeah. Sure. I agree.
All right. Yeah, it would feel a little bit criminal for River Raid not to make it above Crossbow,
Yeah. Yeah.
just because of the nature of those games. All right, well, congratulations to River Raid, our new number 12.
Yeah.
Very respectable showing.
Interesting. I came out of that game expecting it to be higher. That's funny.
Yeah, I came out expecting it to be lower. I think because I place more of a value on like the tightness of the controls,
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
think that I, I mean the momentum it is like it's intentional. Like it was designed to feel that way, and that like it's balanced for that level of difficulty, and to compensate, they give you the ability to slow down and speed up and stuff. Um, but yeah, in my heart, I don't like River Raid as much as some of these other games, but for the full package, it definitely belongs up there.
Hmm. Okay. Yeah. I mean, yeah. All right.
All right, congratulations to River Raid.
And that brings us to my next game.
Yes, a game I'm very curious about. I know nothing about this game, and yet it has Activision right in the name. So,
Yeah. You'll want to make sure you grab the fixed version if you haven't already.
yep, that's the version I have.
Okay. And it is the Activision Decathlon.
Yes.
It is a series of Olympic Games. And it has the little running of the torch and you open up the game, which is kind of cute.
Yeah.
I don't know. I actually haven't sat here and see if it actually goes to the, how they like take it and light the like big torch or whatever with the Olympic. I think it does. I think it just does this.
Oh, he just runs with a torch forever?
I think so.
Bogus.
But so this game is just,
Pretty good rendition of the music.
yeah, they did a pretty good job with it. It's basically it's a uh you basically just go through the various uh decathlon things. The first one is the 100-meter dash, which is the controls are just back and forth on the joystick, left and right.
Yeah. Okay.
And it just does that. And
So next is the long jump,
next is the long
and
jump.
I'm assuming you press the button to jump.
Yep. Go back and forth, and then button to jump. I jumped way too.
Oh, does it take like the best of 3
Yeah, I think it
results or
does. I
something?
think it does the best of 3.
Scratch. What is this, pool? Oh, okay, apparently you need to be like right on the line before you press the jump button. That's weird.
Yeah, a little bit. But basically, all it does is just give you points per event. Um, kind of what's the word I'm looking for? It's a bit not super eventful.
Yeah.
There's no like cheering. There's no music.
There's no sound effects at
There's
all, really.
really no sound effects at all. Yeah.
All right, high jump. Missed. My ass.
Yeah, the high jump is really finicky. You basically have to do it right before.
Yeah, like the timing window on that is extremely small.
Yeah. Oh shit. Too bad. So you get like I think you get 3 chances at the height.
Mm-hmm.
But once you clear it, it goes to the next height.
Ah, I see.
Oh, I did it way too early.
Oh, I don't like this moving left. Like I'm on the 400-meter dash right now, and just keeping the left and right movement
Oh,
going is
it's
torture.
it's not the best. It's way easier with a joystick.
Yeah, I'm still using a D-pad.
Yeah.
Uh, did you ever play any of the games, like summer games or winter games or anything?
I played the what is it, the winter games on the NES,
Oh yeah,
but
yeah.
yeah,
It was
those were
kind of similar to this, right?
oh yeah, and those were always not super fun.
Yeah. I never liked any of these games except for caveman games.
Yeah, which
And caveman games was only fun because we were playing two players.
right,
And
yeah,
I mean, it was still the same shitty move left and right on the D-pad as fast as possible.
right,
But hurdles, oh, that sounds horrible.
yeah. The hurdles is
Oh, well, at least it doesn't end my run because I hit a hurdle. There is like a very, very light footstep sound effect. I should probably turn the sound back up now that we're not playing Seahawk anymore.
oh yeah, you're probably
Ugh,
do that.
yeah,
What I get in stupid.
yeah. Discus. Well, I mean, there are a lot of events at least.
Yeah, they have a lot of the events, which is cool, and they fail. If I go
I pressed the button. What the hell? So apparently you have to do it before you hit the line. 37.89 feet? Meters?
0 points on that one. Is it gonna make me do it again? Oh, thank God.
No, it just makes you move on. I've gotten 0 points on several of these.
110-meter hurdle.
Now see, wouldn't this pole vault be much better if I was vaulting over a dinosaur? I think it would.
A semi-cute looking dinosaur too.
Oh, I almost made it. Maybe. Possibly.
Well, I did little over 50% okay on the hurdles.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I
That's
have
not
like
bad.
I have 3,000 points total so far.
Oh, I just smashed my head into the road. Yeah. I
That sounds
I have
terrible.
1,600 points. Yeah.
Okay. I got over 1,000 points on discus and it made a noise.
Nice.
Like do 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 do. Oh, scratch, pissed.
Well, 773 points on the javelin. That's not bad.
What if I broke a world record and got 1,000 points? Pole vault.
Maybe. Wonder if it takes the best of the three or just like an average. Probably the best.
Oh, what do I have to do for the pole vault?
It sucks.
What do I have to do?
Okay, it took the best of the three.
Oh
You have
no.
to
It's the
you have to press the button to lower the pole into the hole and
what
like
the fuck?
1,500 meters. I don't want to do that. Ugh.
What the what? What do you what? How do you lower the thing?
You just have to press the button a couple times maybe, or maybe hold it.
Maybe you have to hold it. I wasn't holding it.
Yeah, I think you have to hold it.
Fuck. Did nothing on that one.
Well, at least it's easier to keep my speed up in this one.
What? It's weird. All of a sudden, it switched to using the mouse
Really? For which one?
for all of them.
Huh.
I'm doing the javelin now. How do I? Oh, I gotta hit the mouse button.
Maybe they give you the option of either using a joystick or paddles.
Maybe.
I don't know how you're supposed to do the left and right thing on the paddles, though. That sounds horrible.
I don't know. I'm just shaking the mouse back and forth.
Yeah. Turn it into a Wii game. Just wiggle it back and forth and hope for the best.
This is like the 15. This is. I don't even know what this is. But I'm going
Yeah,
like,
on the 1500-meter dash. It is extremely tedious and bad.
It's really easy with the mouse. I'm going full speed.
I mean, I'm going full speed just by doing the D-pad back and forth. Like, I think they make it easier to run in this one because it's so much longer. Kind of worried I want to break my D-pad doing this.
Yeah, I was worried about my fucking controller's stick.
Yeah.
Now that it has the mouse, I can just shake the mouse back and forth, like just barely, and it like.
Oh yeah, that's working for me too.
Eh.
Oh, that's so weird. I mean, it sucks, but it's better than doing it on the D-pad.
Yeah. Like, who would want to do that? Jesus, who would want to do this for this long?
Yeah. I never want to play any game that's about testing my endurance for how long I can do shit with the controller. Like, I don't want to mash buttons. I don't want to move the stick back and forth. Like, I mean, the only thing where that's even like potentially fun would be like World Class Track Meet, where you have like the pad that you run on.
Yeah. I mean, having to do those in like the Mario Party games is okay.
Oh, those are always the worst.
You just hate them because you always lose to me.
Yeah. Because I don't want to hurt my thumb to win at a game.
I don't hurt my thumb either.
Well, I don't have an iron thumb like you do.
It's just all about the technique.
Yeah, I've never had a good technique for this. Although I found one in this game, wiggling. Oh, sprint. So now you have to go really fast because it's the last 200 meters or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Oh god. Oh. This is suddenly not that much better than the D-pad.
Really?
Well, I'm really wiggling this mouse. Oh, fuck you. Well, I got 971 points and to play some music.
Nice.
Or maybe it's just playing the music because that's the end.
Did it like tell you to sprint or something?
Yeah, it'll say sprint, and then you'll have to do it much more intensely to get that last couple hundred meters at a decent speed. Yeah, that's the end of the game.
This is awful. This is like over 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Who would want to do this?
No one. Nobody. I mean, unless you're cheating, like.
Yeah. Still
if you have like. Right? Yeah, it sucks. It's even less fun than the rest of it.
Jesus fuck. Got 1,007. Whoa! Did it play music for you at the end?
Yeah. Yeah, it did. Well, I don't want to do that again.
Yeah, that was terrible.
So, I think we should get this on the list.
Agreed. I did my Olympic duty.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, like I don't like winter games. I don't like summer games. I never thought they were fun because it's all about bullshit where you wiggle the stick back and forth or mash the button, and I don't want to do that at all. I mean, I understand why they made this game because as shitty as they were, summer games and winter games were popular.
Oh yeah, people bought the crap out of those games.
Yeah, although this was 83, so it might have actually predated those. I'm not sure.
Oh, maybe.
Because I had them for the Apple II, and I'm pretty sure they were like the mid 80s, like 84, 85. So Activision might be responsible for inventing this bullshit.
No, there was an Olympic Decathlon game in 1980.
Oh, was there? Okay.
Yeah, that was for the TRS-80. That was
Oh.
published by Microsoft. What?
Oh, weird.
That was for the
All
Apple
right.
Apple II as well
Ah,
in 81.
well, I'm done looking at that.
Oh, whoa. It actually had Caitlyn Jenner as like the pixelated character for the gold medalist.
Oh, weird.
Hmm.
Huh.
All right. Anyway, where are we putting this thing?
Oh, jeez.
Is this
I
better?
mean,
Is
it's
this better or worse than tennis? I mean, you can at least play it.
I mean,
It's
yeah,
not.
but I don't want to.
Yeah, I mean, it's not fun.
Like, I would play tennis as hopeless and non like as bad as it feels to lose at tennis over and over again. It
Hmm.
still feels better than playing the decathlon.
Mm.
Like my wrists feel like hot just from the
Yeah.
exertion of like my right wrist still feels like hot from the exertion of like moving the mouse back and forth that
Yeah,
quickly.
yeah, there's like no reason to need to do that. Like, imagine having to do that on the Atari controller for
Oh god.
3.5 minutes.
Yeah. Like it might actually be better with a legit paddle controller because you can just sort of hold it by the wheel and just kind of flick it back and forth. That might not be as bad.
Oh, yeah.
Um but yeah, like imagining that with the joystick is just torture. I
Yeah.
mean that using that joystick is bad enough.
Yeah. They were like super stiff and ugh.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I would put this game pretty low personally.
Okay. All right. I mean,
Just
that's
because
fine. I was just thinking like that was the. So is it worse than miniature golf? Like, are we thinking that low? Are we thinking like breakout glib? I mean, it's not glib, right? It's not broken. It works.
yeah, but like if the question is which game would I rather play, Glib doesn't hurt my wrist.
Okay. I mean, it's not as bad as Porky's.
No.
No,
No, I would
it-
like as shitty as it is, I would rather play Porky's. Or I would rather play it than Porky's.
yeah.
I'd rather play I'd rather play it than Title Match Pro Wrestling. Um like that
Okay.
game feels just fundamentally broken.
Oh, definitely.
Um
Yeah. Like that game. That game is impossible to play unless you're playing two player.
yeah.
I. So, are you saying Minor 2049er is better than this game?
Kinda?
Holy shit! Okay. I mean, yeah. I mean, it's an awful game. There's no redeeming quality whatsoever besides the fact that you know. I mean, it's cool that they figured out a way to get all that stuff in there, but it's also awful to play.
Yeah, like Minor 2049 or for as shitty as it is like it's a game. Like the point of it is to manipulate things on the screen and complete goals by moving characters on the screen. It's not a controller endurance challenge.
Yeah. So apparently, in the game, there is a way to go through and practice each of them, so you don't have to go through and do like the entire decathlon.
Yeah.
But that's it. Like that's the only thing. That's like the only difference that you can do in the game. Like you can
Yeah.
do. The selector just changes how many contestants there are. You can do up to four.
Mm.
Um, and
Yeah,
it's
like it would be slightly more tolerable with another person because then at least you're taking a break between each event and not just going directly from one to the next.
right.
But
I mean, so there's like and it's not really a redeeming quality of the game. It's just basically a thing that they included in the manual. Is like the best that the creator of the game, David Crane, did in each of the
mhm,
events. So like a way of like measuring yourself against him.
yeah,
But yeah, it's it's not great.
yeah. Like I don't want to play this again ever. And if you ask me if I would rather play it than Minor, I would say no. If you ask me if I'd rather play it than Title Match Pro Wrestling, I'd say yes. Would you take it over Minor?
Would I take it over Minor?
Like right now, if I were to ask you,
No.
play another round of the Decathlon or play Minor 2049er?
I would play Minor 2049er to be honest.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I finished the first level of Minor, and I could do it again in theory. It would suck, but it wouldn't suck as much as doing the Decathlon again.
Yeah, I mean my hand wouldn't fucking hurt after playing it.
Right.
So I agree. Yeah, it's definitely in our new bottom four.
Ye- Yeah, this game sucks.
You gotta make sure you get it. You gotta get the right name though.
Yep, it's the Activision Decathlon. Is our new number
It
85.
is our new number 85. A real
It's a top
fucking
100 game.
real fucking pile of garbage right there.
Yeah. And honestly, same for summer games, winter games. All of those games
Oh,
are terrible.
yeah, all of those games are awful. Fucking awful games. I'm so glad that they stopped making those fucking games.
Well, I mean, we had Sonic and Mario at the Sochi Winter Olympic Games.
Yeah, but that was in like I mean that was for like the fucking Wii U. I mean, this is like fucking 8 years ago at this point.
Yeah.
And apparently
Yeah.
the game's kind of rare because nobody bought it.
Oh, I wonder why.
I wonder why.
Oh, shall we move on?
Absolutely.
All right.
Wash that shit out of our collective mouths.
Yeah, let's play a game from a franchise that everybody loves. Star Wars.
Oh boy.
Might need to turn the volume down on this one too.
Yep.
Just a hair. So, there is a beloved Star Wars game on the 2600. This isn't it. So you're standing down at the bottom of the screen with your lightsaber, and your opponent is up at the top of the screen. And just like in Star Wars, you have like a laser shield protecting you. You never actually touch your opponent with the lightsaber. You don't like. It's not a sword duel. This uses the paddles, by the way. So you want to. This thing is flying between you and your opponent, shooting bolts of, I guess, force lightning at you. And every once in a while, it goes crazy and just starts shooting both of you aggressively. So to shoot at your opponent, the lightsaber needs whatever direction the lightsaber is pointing is the direction the lightning will shoot out. So it's a balance between protecting yourself, keeping it at the right angle to block your shield from getting hit, while also angling your lightsaber in a way that causes it to shoot lightning at your opponent, just like in the movies. Everyone remembers the lightsaber battles. And then once your opponent's shield is down, you can shoot the lightning into them, and they die. And then you switch sides. So now I'm at the top, and the direction that I have to move the paddles is backwards relative to the direction the lightsaber is facing.
Interesting.
Which is really weird and not good.
The computer is kicking my butt.
Yeah, the computer is much better at this than me. Like, you have to remember to aim from the point of view of the little ball. Which is hard to do, especially when the controls are backwards. Alright, well, I'm chipping away at his shield a little bit better this time. Hey, I got him. I got a point. That's never happened when I played this before.
Nice.
Thank you.
Oh.
Like, they at least tried, I think, to make the lightsabers sound like they do in the movies. But I don't think it's super accurate. This was a Parker Brothers game. They also made The Empire Strikes Back, which is the 2600 Star Wars game people actually like. In that game, you're like doing a mission to like take out a bunch of the Imperial walkers, and it's more of a shooter. This game, I don't know about this game. Like, I don't think it's that good as a game or as a representation of Star Wars. Like, I don't think anyone in 1983 would have been playing this and been like, "Oh yeah, this is what they do in Star Wars."
No, definitely not.
And I don't really think it's fun. Like, even if it wasn't connected to Star Wars, if it was totally unrelated, I still don't think it's very good.
Ugh. Computer's just whooping my butt.
Dang, I got another point. I don't know why, but I seem to do better when I'm at the top and my controls are reversed. Like, both of the points that I got were in that mode. Very strange.
It's weird because for me it's like I was doing okay on the bottom, and then it switched me to the top, and then it just fucked me up even more on the bottom now.
Yeah. Yeah, like having to mentally switch between the two modes isn't the easiest thing. Also, my mouse cursor keeps leaving the window.
Yeah, yeah, mine too.
Which is weird because, like, you don't have to move up and down, but like I kind of instinctively want to for some reason.
Yeah. Ah! Alright, it beat me. 3-0.
So it ends at 3 points.
Yep.
That makes sense.
Plays the opening theme again.
Oh, I got him. I won.
I am not good at that game.
Yeah, me either. I hope we don't get copyright strikes for the Star Wars music.
Oh, I doubt it.
Oh, that would suck. Do we need to play this again to be able to rank it?
God, please no.
I don't think I do.
Okay.
Yeah, that game's not great. I mean,
It-
again, this might be a situation where it would feel better if we had the actual paddle controllers, but
yeah, I mean, maybe. I mean, it's. I think the game is. It's a cool idea, but it's just not very fun, and it's like it's very basic. Like the idea of like the light, like the ball, like losing its shit and like shooting everywhere is it's kind of a cool like change up, but like it's still you just don't feel like having to defend and also try and be on the offense at the same time. My brain just goes I'm just like shooting into the fucking wall because I'm like I want to shoot stuff, but I also want to prevent it from hitting me, And it's just like,
yeah, like I kind of ended up just mashing the button a little bit.
yeah, I probably should have
Like
done that.
the best strategy that I found is to try to take out the very edges of the shield, and then shoot an angle shot in there
Yeah.
because it's usually angled to the extreme left or right because you're blocking the enemy's shots. So it's easier to like angle it a little bit extra and try to take out like the very edges of the shield.
Mm, that makes sense.
But yeah, that's not a very good game. But like
No.
it's not broken. It's not uh like it's better than Dragster, I think.
Yeah. I think it's better than Dragster. I think it's better than, it's better than tennis. I mean, it's at least, you proved it's at
Yeah.
least beatable.
Yeah. And it's
I
like
think,
there is some amount of strategy to it.
I think for me, it's on the same level as like fishing derby, where it's like there's a strategy to be able to win, but it's kind of like not fun unless you do that strategy.
Yeah.
And fishing derby is the exact same way. Like there's a strategy to win, and I can consistently beat the computer. It's just not fun to do so because it's kind of cheating.
Right. Yeah, I think Star Wars does have a little bit more nuance than Fishing Derby.
Sure.
Um
Yeah, it should probably be more along. It's probably like right below Spider-Man,
well,
or do you think that's too high?
I don't well, yeah, you're right. It is definitely better than Strategy X
Yeah.
because that game just feels sluggish. I
Yeah.
would rather yeah, I'd rather play Spider-Man than Star Wars.
Yeah.
But it does beat out Strategy X, I think.
Yeah. I think it's the new
So,
65.
yeah, that seems right to me. That seems
Yeah.
right to science.
Yeah, because
Star
strategy X just
Wars.
isn't super. Not it's not fun at all.
No, and neither is this game, but it's slightly less not fun
It
than
is
Strategy X.
slightly less not fun.
Oops, that was the wrong button. Okay. All right, shall we move on to the last game of the day?
Last game of the day. Sega game.
Sega.
Which makes you think Sega on a 2600. That's interesting. Like, I mean,
Yeah. Well,
they were making arcade games, so that makes sense.
yeah. Pingo was Sega,
Oh, that's right. Pingo was Sega.
but I don't think they actually did the port of that game.
Well, didn't they have the what was the game? What was the system before the Genesis?
The
It was
Master
like,
System.
oh yeah, it was the Master System, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like, didn't they have the Master System during this period of time, like 80, 82, 83?
I think it was like they had the Sega. Like there was another console that only came out in Japan around this time, called it was like the SG-1000 or something.
Oh,
I think the Master
yeah.
System was more like 85, 86. But this is Spy Hunter,
Spy.
as you heard from the Peter Gunn theme there at the beginning.
Yeah. Yeah,
Just
so
playing all the copyrighted music in this one.
all right. Yeah, so SG-1000 was released in 84.
Oh, you have to hold up to drive? That's weird.
Yes. Yeah, it's
That's not how it was in the arcade game, was it?
no, I don't think so.
I've never played much of any version of Spy Hunter. Like, I think I played the arcade version for maybe like 5 or 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I've watched people play various versions of this game. Okay, so the blue car. Oh, this is a 2-button game.
Yes. Oh,
you're
yes.
So you're supposed to play with both joysticks plugged into the console, and it came with like a little plastic tray for putting the joysticks in. You don't use the stick on the second controller; you just use the button. So the first player, or the left joystick button shoots, and then the right joystick button uses the power-ups that you get. So I think I get a power-up by driving into this blue car. Is that the power-up car? No, maybe
No,
not.
it's like the weird looking van.
Oh, okay. It's the same one that drops you off, right?
Yeah.
Oh, but I can't shoot. Like, I can't shoot the blue car.
Oh, come on.
Okay, so now I have the oil slick. And I can just hold that second button and just dump.
Yep.
Just dump oil behind me for the entire duration.
Oh.
Which I know that's not how the arcade game worked.
Definitely not.
Do I get another power up?
Oh.
So instead of having lives, you just have a timer at the top that's kind of constantly ticking down. And then once that timer runs out, then you have extra lives. So you sort of get like a grace period where you can die a bunch, and all it costs you is time.
Yeah.
But it looks like I just got 1 extra life for that. Okay, so now, well, that was the smoke screen, but then I immediately died.
Yeah.
Oh, so I guess this was a Midway game, and then Sega did the Atari port, which is weird. It says Bally Midway on the copyright notice.
It does.
Okay, I'm starting that over.
Okay. Manual here. It is a Bally Midway games. Like one of the first Midway games. And Midway
Yeah.
was a big arcade company.
Yeah, and they did a lot of pinball machines and stuff too. If you blow up a car, you still blow up if you run into the explosion. That's bullshit.
Yep.
Like that makes it extremely hard to shoot anything. I don't even know. I don't know what blew me up there. But yeah, the big blue cars are invincible to shots. Like the only way to destroy them is by getting them with a smoke screen or something, or an oil slick.
Seems like.
This game is like if they looked at Bump and Jump and said, "What if we made it bad?"
Pretty much. What if we made it to where you could shoot things, but it's like, why would you even shoot things?
Yeah, like shooting things.
It's literally it's just detrimental.
Yeah, it makes you more likely to blow up. Because like if you bump into them from behind, like it knocks you a little bit, but but it's not immediately going to blow you up. And you can bump them into the side of the road. So like shooting feels like the opposite of helpful.
Oh my god. Dude, the fucking ugh. God, it's so awful. The cars with the fucking like spinny. Ugh, they're such assholes.
Oh, I did just run out of the smokescreen power up.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I guess that is possible.
Guess it does have a finite amount.
Yeah. Like the oil slick seemed like it lasted a lot longer.
Leave me alone. Oh yeah, I see what you mean.
It's like if you shoot anything, you have to immediately press down on the joystick and come to a complete stop if you don't want to run into them and blow up. Like, it really just makes me not want to shoot. Well, that one just ran into me and blew me up.
Oh. Oh, I made it to a second area. Oh,
Nice.
Then I died.
Is there anything fun about that one?
You're in a boat?
Oh, that's kind of fun.
But it still makes the car noise, which is weird.
I mean, a boat is just a car on the water.
Oh.
You know, same basic technology, really, just a different surface to ride on.
Died. At 19,700.
Nice.
Made it past the boat stage, got back into the car, and then immediately died.
Yeah, you definitely have a limited amount of a power up.
Yeah.
It's just usually I die before I can run out, so it feels infinite. But if you actually manage to survive long enough, you do eventually run out.
Buck Rogers and the Planet of Zoom.
Is that a game we could be playing instead?
It is a game that is available for the 2600.
Oh, interesting.
Made by Sega.
Oh. Hey, I made it to the water zone. That's cool.
Whoa, cool.
I mean, it's pretty much the same, except the road is blue instead of black. And my sprite looks different. Other than that, it's pretty much the same. no real difference in how it plays.
No, the only difference is everything on the screen at that point that you can shoot and are
Uh,
enemies, whereas like there are good guys in the other.
oh yeah. Well, I got like 18,000 points. I mean, the music is okay.
Yeah, I mean it's fine for what it is.
It doesn't play the entire time. It only plays at the beginning and when you hit like a checkpoint, kind of. So you know how you were saying River Raid felt kind of like Bump and Jump?
Uh huh.
This feels like a mashup of both of those games where they just took the worst elements from both of them.
I agree. Yeah,
Like it's less than the sum of its parts.
for sure. It is definitely not a great game, and I will say I never liked Spy Hunter in the arcade either.
Yeah, me either. So this was from the era of arcade games where, uh, this is after they invented arcade games that you just keep pumping quarters into.
Mm-hmm.
Like this was sort of that gauntlet post gauntlet era,
Mm-hmm.
and those are always worse than the arcade games that you can, you play one credit and see how well you can do.
Right.
Like
Right.
they want you to like it's balanced to make you keep putting quarters into it to continue your run,
Absolutely.
and that just feels cheap. It feels player hostile, and this version of it isn't very good.
Yeah.
It's even worse than the arcade game, which I already don't like.
Yeah. And it's definitely it. Yeah, it definitely started those type of arcade games where you were just basically you know you you'd have to spend like $3 or $4 on to quote unquote beat because
Yeah,
they were just that type of game.
right.
All right, I'm ready to rank this last game if you are.
Yeah, I've seen enough Spy Hunter. I've heard enough of the Peter Gunn theme.
All right.
All right, Spy Hunter. Well, as bad as it is,
I mean, the controls are fine. I mean,
yeah,
as bad as it is, it does control well, and it does it plays well for what it is.
yeah,
It's just it's one of those arcade ports that bites off more than the Atari can chew.
yeah. Like the original Spy Hunter, the arcade version was a vertically oriented game,
Mm,
so you could see more of the road ahead of you, more of the obstacles that you're going to have to deal with. Um, and, and in this, everything just feels squashed. Like,
mm.
you can't really you don't really feel empowered to shoot the enemies because you're so
No,
likely to just crash into the debris.
right, right, and that is definitely not the case in the arcade version. The arcade version is very stretched out, and you are much more like you definitely want to shoot the enemies because if you don't, they just stay on the screen, and it gets
Right.
and
Yeah, and in the arcade version, you can at least put more distance between you and the enemies. To
yeah, and you also see them coming a lot better. Like this game, they just basically almost appear on top of you.
yeah. Yeah,
which
it's not very fun.
is really frustrating when you get to the point where it starts throwing a lot of the guys with the spinny wheels that blades that take out your that just basically take you out as soon as you touch them.
Yeah, the saw blades.
Yeah, those are just instant death. Um,
Yeah.
if you aren't paying like super close attention.
Yeah. I mean, it does have power-ups, which is sort of novel for the 2600.
Yeah,
The fact that there's a second button, um, I'm not sure how well that would have worked with Atari joysticks, but just, mapping a second button to my controller and using it feels fine. But I mean, the power-ups are kind of lame. Like, you can only hit stuff behind you, which means you have to go really fast and speed up and
right.
maneuver around the enemies, which is like a death wish.
Yeah, and then some enemies they just won't let you pass them.
Right.
And there's like nothing. I mean, I guess what you're supposed to do is then slow down and shoot them, but then that's a death wish as well. Well, at least
Right.
in this version of the game.
Yeah, like and you want to get ahead of them to use the power up,
Right.
and as difficult as they make that, it makes the power ups not really feel that useful, which is a bummer because
Yeah.
in a game with power ups, they should make it so that you want to use the power ups and that it's easy to use them, and that's not the case here.
Yeah, it's just not a great version of this game at all.
Yeah, I mean, all that said, I think it's better than Seahawk.
Yeah.
Like Seahawk had ideas. This game has ideas, and I think it pulls them off a little bit better.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's better than it's better than Seahawk. Is it better than basketball?
Uh I don't know. I don't think so.
Yeah, I mean at least basketball is yeah. Yeah, I mean at least basketball there's some fun to be had. I didn't have fun playing this game at all. Like
Yeah, me
it
either.
was just basically going through the motions. Like there's no and just like trying to basically figure out, all right, what is like the best strategy to do to try and like get to the point where I get a power up. And I can't tell you how many times I died like right before a damn power up, just because
Yeah,
an enemy just comes out of fucking nowhere and just slams into you.
yeah. It's a bad time. In basketball, you can at least, you know, keep up with your opponent. You can,
Right.
go back and forth scoring. Whereas in Spy Hunter, I feel like you just die over and over again, kind of no matter what you do.
Mm-hmm.
Which is fine in the beginning because, you have basically infinite lives. But once that timer runs out, like you can't really like there's no good way to like survive for a long time after that.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. It's just not a very good game, and I mean basketball's at least enjoyable to play.
Yeah.
I mean hell, Chase the Chuck Wagon was at least semi enjoyable to play.
Yeah, I'd rather play Chase the Truck Wagon. I'd rather play that shitty Porta Pac-Man.
Yeah.
Um, but I think I would take Spy Hunter over Seahawk just because of how bad the controls are in that game.
Yeah, yeah.
This game at least, like the controls work.
Yeah.
It's not really much fun, but
They at least operate.
yeah,
I mean, they at least figured out a way to make it to where in a game that needs two buttons, it works the way you need it to.
yeah,
And instead of doing some like bullshit where you have to like hit the button without hitting a direction and then hit the direction and it's like why make it harder than it needs to be?
yeah. It's pretty refreshing that they at least figured out a way to make that work
Yeah.
without having to manually use the two controllers because that's awkward.
Yeah.
But yeah, Spy Hunter, new number 59, best game of all time.
Not best game of all time. Best game on the Atari 26.
Were there other consoles?
Nope. I mean, video games did crash in 1983. So
Yeah, like I think this was the last one. So
yeah, agreed. All right,
well,
that brings us to a close.
yep. Now have 90 games on this list.
90 games.
Yep, getting ever closer to a top 100.
Yeah.
Congratulations to River Raid for cracking the top 20. Very good showing.
Yeah, River Raid at 12.
Yep, that's a heck of a game. Congratulations to Video Pinball. Number 43. It's pretty good for what it is.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty wild that they got a video pinball game to even basically work the way that you would think a pinball game would work on the
Yeah.
Atari.
Yeah, they did a good job. And congratulations to the Activision Decathlon, a new bottom 5 worst game of all time.
Yeah, I mean, here we were just waxing poetic about, not finding something worse than Porky's, and fuck, dude. That game is almost as bad as Porky's.
Yeah, almost. Like, I mean, on a personal level, no, I mean, personally, I would still, like, on a personal level, the Decathlon would probably be in last place just because I don't want to do that to my hands. But
Right.
we have to look at the big picture and think
Yeah.
about it scientifically, and I think we did
Yes.
a decent job. And hopefully there are no other games on the system like that, because
Yeah.
games where you just wiggle the joystick back and forth or mash a button are bullshit.
Unless they're competitive games, which I mean, technically that's the game's competitive as well. But yeah,
Let's agree to disagree.
having to do that for more than like a 15 or 20-second spurt is bullshit.
Yeah, man, that 400-meter dash where you have to do it for 3 minutes straight.
Yeah,
That's like a form of torture.
that was horrible.
Yep. Well, thanks everyone for watching. This was a lot of fun.
Absolutely.
And we're getting ever closer to that multiplayer special.
For sure.
But join us again in a couple weeks, and we will add another 6 games to the list.
Yeah, we have officially moved to every other week instead of every week, just for mental sake.
Yeah, and if I didn't have as much other shit going on, I would love to keep doing it every week. But right now, bi-weekly is probably the best format. Although I might try to do like a solo stream or something next Sunday just to kind of keep the momentum going. But
Yeah.
for science purposes, I think twice a month is a pretty good cadence.
Yeah. And to keep, just got to keep going. That's all that matters.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how slowly you go as long as you don't stop.
Right.
I think Confucius said that.
Sure. Yeah.
Or Martin Luther King Jr. One of those two. Or maybe Mark Twain. Yeah, I think they all said it at some point.
Sure. Just copying
thanks
each
everyone
other
for watching. Yeah,
right.
I mean, all the great people quote each other. That's how they become great.
Exactly. All right. Thanks for watching, guys.
Thanks, everyone. We'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.